So recently we lost Mary Rivera. She was an actress, mostly just known for her part in Spider-Man No Way Home, in which case she wasn't originally supposed to have any lines of dialogue, but she was so funny they let her have some. And she's very funny. She was 82, and we lost her, so may she rest in peace. Now I'm going to speak on No Way Home. I actually reviewed the other Tom Holland movies recently. Brand New Day came out. What do I think about No Way Home? I love it. It is my favorite live-action Spider-Man movie. I like 2, I like Brand New Day, and I like 1. 2 and 1 are Toby. But I love Homecoming. I talked at length about why I love Homecoming. But this is better. I love this. So I'm going to say the positives. First off, the positives, they brought back all the villains and Toby and Andrew, and yet it made sense. They brought them back, but it worked. They made sense. And it, not really, it didn't actually make sense, tons of plot holes, but they made sense to come at this point in Tom's story, and they helped this trilogy more than they stopped it. Also, it's just kind of a quick way to give them all the villains. So you never have to do Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Lizard, or Electro again. But they did it amazingly. Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, just to talk about performances for a little bit, is maybe the greatest comic book villain performance of all time, second only to Heath Ledger's Joker. And people love Anthony Starr's Homelander, and I do too. But Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin is just the perfect cackling menace villain, and I love him so much. Alfred Molina as Doc Ock is amazing. Thomas Hayden Church and the guy who played the Wizard, Ray Fiennes, they barely really come back, but it's cool that they're here. And then Jamie Foxx is basically playing Electro a completely different way than he did in TASM 2, but it doesn't matter because it works better here than it did in TASM 2. And then when Toby and Andrew come back, my jaw hit the floor because I didn't know they were coming back when this movie came out. Okay, I did, but like to see confirmation, it was amazing. And then see what I did there? But then this movie has a lot of emotional weight because they kill Aunt May. And so Peter has to learn with great power comes great responsibility. And who better to help guide him than the 2 other Spider-Men from the 2 other Spider-Man movie franchises? A perfect idea. And everybody in this movie gave 110% of their performances. I think it's a very well-written script. By the way, it's very much a comic book movie script, but that's a good thing for comic book movies. It feels like a comic book. That's how it should feel, and it works really well. The Raimi Spider-Man films were this. This is that too. I love it. Yeah, negatives. I feel like my biggest negative is just the plot holes. You know, for example, Electro never found out that Electro never found out that Peter Parker was Spider-Man in TASM 2. So why is he here? That confuses me. I think that's weird. That's the type of things I mean. Plot holes like that are bad. Doctor Strange is here for the spell, but other than that, I feel like he's just here so that they could do an advertisement for Multiverse of Madness, which was coming out pretty soon after when this movie came out. But that's about it. Altogether, I would give the movie an A. Please watch No Way Home if you haven't already.